Hey guys, so junior lacrosse is 21 and under, and so it's different than a men's league where it's 21 and over actually. So you'll find a wide varieties of players with skill, knowledge, experience. Guys coming from field lacrosse, and guys who've been playing box lacrosse their whole lives. So it's great to see, and all these guys are just great athletes up and down the floor, and makes for great lacrosse. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. So anybody who's not familiar with hockey, if we have any hockey fans out there, they have the juniors program. A lot of guys play this before and while they're going to college, kind of before they make that step into professional. So there's a wide variety of ages, and with that, you've got some 21-year-old, college athletes, and you'll also get some younger guys who are kind of moving up, and it really kind of is throwing them into the fire sometimes.
Exactly. You get 21-year-old, grown men, and we're playing against 15, 16-year-old kids. So good experience for young guys and good experience for old guys to be leaders as well on the team.
Yeah, and that is a big thing. So most of these teams that we are actually streaming here, it's the First Nations Lacrosse League. So most of these teams, with the exception of we got the new On the Squaw Smoke, they all come from Native Nations, and this is a huge part. You guys start playing lacrosse at 3 years old is when about the minor league starts for these guys.
Yes, we started when we're about 3 years old, and literally when we're just learning to walk. So these guys have been prepared for this their whole lives basically up to this point. So that's the cool thing about this, and they get to showcase and represent their own nation. So that's the best part.
Yeah, absolutely. You can really see the pride, and you can tell by the way everybody plays. There is a lot of and they see the coaches kind of giving each other a hard time over there before we get started. But no, you really do see the pride out there on display. All right, as we get set, it is 3 20-minute periods with 10-minute breaks in between. They do not play quarters for anybody tuning in from Lacrosse TV. Anybody watching us on YouTube, feel free to leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. We love to hear it. And Tusky down into the offensive side. Still has it, throws it across. 4 left on the shot. 2, 1, shot clock goes off. And you'll see he just drops the ball and steps off. If they throw the ball, they can get a delay of game penalty.
Good start for the defense on Onondaga there.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't give up a shot. Let the shot clock expire. It's pretty much exactly what you want, other than a turnover. And there, quick shot and a save. Not able to connect with his man, and he goes up front. And that is another thing here for anybody on Lacrosse TV. You will see that the goalies play with what they call wooden walls. You will see players playing out there with wooden traditional sticks. Beautiful drive in, and how? Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
John Pierce.
John Pierce. What a goal, John Pierce. Nice goal. You see him driving in across there, and he's able to kind of go to the opposite
Looks like
side.
looks like he kind of caught his defender off guard there and didn't know he had the ball. Inside roll and reached around far side, tucked it in. John's a tall guy too, so using that reach to his advantage there.
Absolutely, and that is one thing you will see. There are several different body types here in lacrosse. And so we get a little too much on the offensive screen, and we're going to give the ball to the Tomahawks, and we're coming the other way. Working to the cross, hands free, rips a shot. Oh, he picked it right out of midair. What a nice grab. 21 for Onondaga. See, he's trying to, ball looks like it's stuck. There's one of those traditional wooden
John
sticks
Lou
playing.
Moreno.
New stick, got it stuck.
Yeah, some wooden sticks. You gotta put your own stoppers in those wooden sticks, and and if you don't, that can happen from time to time.
Tusky rips the shot. We had a delayed call, I believe, holding
You gotta,
on.
yeah,
Oh,
power play for Tuscarora.
43. He obviously, it wasn't his fault, just a misunderstanding. 2 minutes for holding. And Tuscarora on the power play.
Good to get an early look on the special teams here too, and see what the man down is, out front Onondaga, and what the man up's doing for Tuscarora, so they can kind of settle in here.
And you see they're working the ball around, getting the goalie to move, getting the defense to move with the slides. Try the multiple slides, he gets the shot, and because it went off the net, the goalie, it's going that way. That's the ball around.
Good save.
And here we go. They save by Onondaga, and they turn the ball up. Here we go. Onondaga shorthanded. That is one thing up and down the Onondaga organization. Very fast, athletic players. You've seen several of their teams. They get those shorthanded goals. They move all over the place. But now we give the ball back to Tusky, and we're coming up out of the off.
Bit of confusion here. And you'll see that if one referee is calling something and the other ref thinks it's another way, then one only way to come with a decision is they'll just do a face-off.
I like it. It's a nice little rule in Can-Am. The
As
refs
Woody.
got to disagree, and we.
This is the FNLA.
Oh, that's right.
FNLA,
Yes, First
yep.
Station.
Yep.
FNLA. Yeah, I got to watch my first box lacrosse juniors game with you at Onondaga, and it was this, and we have a rematch of the same teams.
Yeah, that was a great game too.
Yeah, it was. Oh, and he scoops it up. And now Tuscarora sets up the power play, working it around on the near side. Across to the far side, hits his man on the back door, gets the goalie moving, he slides over, makes the save.
See, I'm a bit confused because there's no time on the clock, but yet Onondaga's man down.
I was trying to, figure out when the penalty happened. I didn't notice it till a second ago myself. Working the ball around, he gets a screen. Oh, nice little behind the back flip. Oh my goodness. Oh, in the crease. Did you clip that?
Nice play.
We'll take a look at that one later.
Tough call though. Rio Johnson there on the goal, but I don't think his toes are in. They might have called him as getting too close on top of the goalie.
And fast break going down.
Bryce Stout, 23.
Decides
Chase Cogan,
he decides
74.
to wait. Oh, nice. No angle shot. Goes off the goalie's leg pad, but the rebound's picked up. Is that Arrow Booth, right? 88?
Arrow Booth, 88, yes.
And as you've said before, he makes a home right in front of the net. He almost picks it up and scores. Oh. Nice stick check by Arrow Booth. Yes. And we got a hold on number 40 for Tuscarora.
I think that's Jerome Watkins. good pressure. Made him
Go back to you two.
had to grab a
Just
hold
down
of
there.
him, prevent a breakaway.
Yeah, and at least now we get to see. Oh, nice setup, but he soaks the shot up. Oh,
Got away with a
I don't
high
know if he
stick
took
there,
that. I
but
think he.
hey, ref didn't see it. Refs can't see everything, so sometimes you got to play through those type of stuff.
Yeah, it's so fast. It's got to be hard to be an official down there.
Oh,
And these concrete floors, the ball goes all the way down to the other end.
that should be over and back because it didn't hit a goalie. But I guess not going to play that way.
Rips the shot, and now with a minute left, Onondaga's going to get a possession and running up the floor. Oh, down front. What a goal. Wow, nice little move there around the outside.
Trevor Hill. Similar to what John Pierce did earlier
That was
too.
the wrong game.
Came underneath his defenseman there. And reached around.
Beautiful. Nice, all on the doorstep.
Back
So he
in.
gets going through the crease, and now we're going to. Now that's because the defenseman can start with the ball in the crease, but he can't start from outside and then travel into the crease.
Yeah, can't go back into the crease with the ball.
Nice, goalie moves over, and you see that's why they stand still, wait for the whistle, because as soon as he moved, that ball leaked out. And the pass is picked. Onondaga coming back down to the offensive side. Back to even strength.
Onondaga to find a lot of pressure here on Tuscarora's defense, and having finding success there early on.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
there you go, extra possession, and then that pays off, and giving our offense another chance. Multiple opportunities here, and in one spot, the defense is tired, and you can tell here, late slow slides, they're ball watching, and and Rio Johnson with a great play.
Absolutely. It's very tiring out there, I can imagine. And like you said, those offensive rebounds or the pressure to get the extra possession and kind of trap those defensemen on the floor. I think that's a huge part of what makes box lacrosse players so much better field lacrosse players too, is they're just used to that pressure.
Yeah, your mind gets adapted to it, and you're just instinctively, ready to go at all times, and it just becomes second nature.
Absolutely. And now Tusky comes down to the offensive side of the floor.
Tuscarora is really settling for the outside shot here, and that's their first inside look. So they need to work on getting inside here. Nice save, goalie.
Yeah, like I said, that's what you want. Get the goalie moving, get inside, get a nice look. Throws it across, and he's... Oh, rebound still down.
I think the goalie for Onondaga is Lyndon Hill. Oh, that's a nice move by Kogan there. But, once again, he's calling that crease call. So, hope the offense is taking notes and seeing that's what he's going to call early on.
Yeah, like you said, as long as they're consistent with it and then the players get used to it and adapt, and here we go. Big outside shot. I believe it went up into the goalies. Yeah. Oh, nice little pass. Oh,
See there again, he's
another
just
crease.
you get in the airborne
I
next
think
to that crease, and he's not letting it happen.
I think he might have actually called 88, which was Aaron Booth on the other side. Oh, and a nice save by the goalie. But yeah, if that was the case, if he was calling the guy, as soon as they get airborne over the crease, he wants nothing to do with it. Running in, he's got his hands free, he's looking for somebody. And interference, offense.
Illegal pick. Get a reset there. Fresh 30.
Moving pick.
See, that's another thing too is you gauge how the refs are going to call when on our picks too. So it seemed to me right now on that pick that they're going to be calling it pretty tight because, that wasn't too bad of a pick, but you have to gauge on how the refs are feeling each and every night.
Driving in, gets his hands free. Nice save.
Good save.
Yeah, that was beautiful. He gets the goalie moving off post, shoots it back near side. The goalie stayed on it. Little behind the back flip. Gets the screen. Oh my goodness.
Oh, went in.
Yeah, as he was throwing it, shot clock was kind of expiring. Wow.
What do they say, Greg? Put the ball on net, good things happen, right? And that's just a case in point.
Absolutely.
Right there. You never know what's going to happen.
Wow, yeah, absolutely. I think the goalie was a little caught off guard there, and right as the shot clock expires, Onondaga scores another one. It's now 4-0.
Onondaga looks pretty comfortable at this point, and Tuscarora seems to be on their heels a bit. So, see if Tuscarora needs to, find their way here.
Yeah, lacrosse is a game of runs too a lot. 4-0 might seem like a decent lead, but you'll find out in very short time it could disappear very fast.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's 4 shots is what they call, and a lot of teams say that it's just 4 shots instead of looking at it as 4 goals because any shot can go in at any given moment. So look at it in that perspective. It makes it seem a little, a little easier to
more
achieve.
attainable.
Yep.
Oh, what a move, Kogan. Oh. Wow. But here you see it's that fast transition game of Onondaga again. Flying up the floor.
Yeah, Kogan here with the, looks like he's going to pass to his teammate here, and he pulls it in, gets the goalie moving, and shoots against the grain. Nice goal.
Beautiful goal, like you said. Just that half a second, kind of get his defender to come up, And we've got a goalie change for Tuscarora. 6:50. Goalie for Onondaga runs over, grabs some water. That coming in as a cold goalie stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a lot of these goalies are prepared for that and been through this before. So I mean, as tough as it is, I'm sure they'll adjust pretty quick. You have no time anyways, right, Greg? You're right in
That's
the
right.
mix.
Yeah, it's not like Onondaga's going to hold up on them.
Oh no. Nice save.
Wow, what a save. Nice play, Tusky,
Nice cut
but a
through
better
the middle
save by
there.
that goalie.
Great play to get to the middle there. Just a better save at that point. Nice slide.
Beautiful slide to big hit. Oh, wow, what a play and a nice save. How about that coming in cold, slides all the
Good
way
look.
over, shuts Kogan down on the doorstep. Yeah.
It was a good read by the goalie there. Oh, got a penalty call.
Yeah. 66. Gonna get a
Checking from
4-minute.
behind. Double minor, so Tuscarora gets a chance to get on the scoreboard.
So now we get to see a 4-minute power play. Working the ball around. And
Price
a
out on the breakaway.
Short-handed goal. That seems to be
Good
something with
transition here.
Onondaga. I tell you, this league you see so many that organization so many short-handed goals.
And you'll see, this is something you practice, and it's good read. High IQ there. Better chances our guys are getting a loose ball there, so I'm going to take off and get a chance on a breakaway.
Yeah, anticipation is so much of the sport. Having trust in your teammates. Tusk gets a nice shot. Working around to the top. Back to the near side. That went off the defenseman. Rips it, the big save by the keeper.
Onondaga is going to try to eat up the most of this 30-second shot clock they can. Maybe get a shot at the end and get their guys off the floor and give their defense a chance, as there's over 2.5 minutes left on this power play.
And instead we turn it over, and Tusky's coming back down on offense. But again, like you said, the ref's calling it very tight. Doesn't want to see a lot of that, and players need to start adjusting. Steps in, rips the shot, bounces all the way down. So Onondaga has killed the first minor in the double minor, and we got a shot clock, and we're going the other way. Fires it across. Beautiful pass. Wow, nice shot and a better save. Wow.
It's a good look, good swing pass. Nice shot.
Yeah,
Goalie
nice
wasn't ready.
fast
You know,
shot and a great.
you always want to make them slide. You know what I mean? You got to make the goalie going east to west. Give your shooters a better chance and a better look.
Absolutely, and he did not give him time to set up on that. He just anticipated well. Nice save. And now we're cutting down through the middle. Great defensive slide, though. Oh, man. And Tusky picks it up. Fast break going the other way. Pick shot, sliding stake.
Oh,
The pan
wow.
save and a better. Wow. Great save by the goalie there. That was like the old Eddie
Athletic save.
Balfour stacking the pads. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. It's always a
That
lot
is
of fun when
definitely
you
the
see a
first
goalie
stack.
in there who's really athletic.
Oh, yeah. I love watching the fast athletic teams. It makes it so much more entertaining. Steps in, rips a shot, misses just wide left, but he gets his own rebound off the end boards.
You'll see a lot of goalies who'll play, you know, they're a little bit bigger and they'll try to play their angles on these nets and not much movement, you know, but some goalies are very active and very athletic and, you know, sliding all over the place. And it's exciting to watch these guys.
Oh, absolutely. And they killed the two minors. Take a look at that replay.
I think they called the goal is good, but I think they gave him a penalty.
We're going to find out here in a second. I think, as long as you saw it. Oh, yeah.
Ah,
He called goal, then he ran into the goalie.
looks like he
Is
kind of
that
got
a
pushed in the
Syracuse
back there a
Spark
little
helmet I
bit.
see? That's tough. We'll take another look at that
Rio.
replay.
Okay.
Rio John, yeah. Super impressive. He was out there playing with everybody, especially at that level, you figure. But here he is.
You
Rio,
guys be
nice
the judge.
move.
A little shove at the end
Little
there.
push,
I
he
mean,
might have. But these refs have,
referee's discretion.
yeah, these refs have definitely set the tone that they're calling the game pretty tight so far, and it looks like they're going to keep that going. So it looks like, not that I can exactly understand what he's saying, but it looks like his problem with it was the stick came up a little high from Rio. Let's take one more look at that,
Let's take
Jay.
a look at that replay again.
Thankfully, he figured this out, and we got this replay looking good.
I think his stick, he had one hand
Yeah.
on his stick. I didn't see a high stick. So, I mean, maybe he was the trail official. I don't think he might have had not a good angle as the other official. So, but you gave him 5 minutes, so 5-minute major, which is, you know,
Yeah,
it's the call was made. That's all you can say. Got to keep the goalies safe. You know what I mean in this game. So that stuff
absolutely
happens, and they're gonna make that call.
Well, things get out of hand quick once the goalie gets hit. The other teams jump in, so set the tone. Oh, nice move and a better save.
Another penalty coming.
On the slash. So now we're going to see a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, and then with 4, and then it'll be 2:24 left. 2 minutes or less.
Yeah, the ball's down on the ground. You got to play the ball. You can't just swing away at your opponent. I mean, the refs made an easy call there. Again, very
And
stout.
big save.
Well, Ondaga's off to a great start today.
Wow.
You know, just
I didn't
great
even
period
realize it
all
was the end of
around,
the period. I
even
was like,
all the
what was
penalties they
that?
took.
I was like, what was that whistle for? That was amazing. We will be back in a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new to it on Lacrosse TV, this is some of the most exciting lacrosse you will see.
And, you know, as far as Onondaga, you know, setting goals, I mean, any team who wants to do that, of course, that's your goal, you know, but understanding
Yeah.
the steps that, you know, it takes to get there. So it's going to be a long year, and it's going to be a fun year.
Oh, absolutely. And Tuscarora gets possession. And so we have a 5-on-3 going now with a major that was called, and number 6 and number 7 are in the box for Onondaga. I said 25 in the chat. I don't know why, but it's number 6 and number 7 in the box. Oh, nice pass across. You can hear the fans getting a little frustrated with their players on that. Oh, that was a big hit. Oh, but he still gets the ball.
Too many men there. Offense got a little anxious, left the box early.
Yeah, the white boxes on the floors for any of our new fans. That's where they're allowed to change, but they can't really be a part of it. What a beautiful tic-tac-toe and a goal. No, in the crease they called it. We're going to look at that replay later. Boy, a couple of close crease calls, and Tuscarora thought they were finally on the board, but they'll have to wait a little longer.
That was a good pass swinging across, and, you know, getting the goalie moving, as always, you know, seems to be the theme here. Get the goalies moving and give yourself a better chance, and that's what happened. But, you know, toes may have stepped on the white line.
Yeah. Oh, nice strip, and here we go.
Tuscarora.
Oh! And they couldn't keep him off for too long.
As you can see here on the turnover, just heavy pressure on ball, and you know, the collapse on him because Onondaga's trying to break away, and, you know, turnovers there lead to chances.
Yeah, and you see
Momentum's going Tuscarora's way right now.
absolutely, and you see they get the goalie to move over to the far side with the pass, and then he shoots it back cross side. Super hard save for the goalie. So there's 2:50 left in the major, and 20.
So what happens here, Greg? So you get two penalties off the major, so that they're counting that as one goal off of the major penalty. So they won't take the time off the 13 seconds. So that's just one goal off the major. Still 5-on-3.
Awesome, thanks for explaining. And more tic-tac-toe. He's all alone. Oh! And so that'll be the second one off the major. But the minor actually came off the board.
Just ran out. You know, as you see here, move the ball east-west. Good patience here on the crease to get the goalie moving and snuck it in short side.
Beautiful
nice play there.
Yeah, he
waited for the goalie to move.
Absolutely. You see so many of these guys, first thing they do is they're trying to get it out so quick. But with the goalie anticipating the moves like that, sometimes you got to. And that is one downside with the over athletic goalies. If you get an offensive player down front who's got the patience and can wait for the goalie to come over and then reach back around him. Oh, we've got the Utica Yeti in the chat. Nice to see you.
Yeti. Who's that, Paul?
Yeah, that's Paul. Yeah. Paul Necker, for anybody who doesn't know him, runs Utica Yeti. Absolutely amazing man. Without him, Blue Squatch Productions would not be. So we would like to thank him and Ron Kogan. Without you, we would not be here streaming this. So thank you very much for getting us all involved. Really appreciate it. The rest are talking. So the major guy, my understanding is with the 2 goals, he still stays in the box, correct? And the other guy comes out? Or they'll put like a server.
He'll still serve that 5 minute, you know, and that's when it gets complicated when he's getting goals and you're adding minors on top of majors, right? So depending on what time was left here, because I don't know if that time ran out when the goal was scored. So
we can find out in 1 second. Click that replay right there, buddy. Okay, so now we've got it up. So there was It's going to be close because these are 10-second replays, and you see it up there. So
yeah, he scores with
he scored
3
it before the
seconds left.
clock. Yeah. Great job to our producer, Jumpin' Jared, on point as always.
But we're still playing 5-on-3 here. Now he's out of the box. That was
Oh.
3 seconds there.
Yes, and he did not see it. Nice save by the goalie.
So score should read 6-2. Am I correct? Should be 6-2,
Yes.
not 7-0.
Or they moved it to 7 at that period. We might have missed the last one, so it might be 7-2. But yes, there should definitely be 2.
Okay.
And running around, gets the shot, misses just wide right. And they're yelling too many men as they get off the floor, and nobody quite seemed to notice it.
Got away with one there. Got away with one. They did. Onondaga did have 5. But
Occasionally you'll get that.
like we said, these referees they're not perfect, but they also there's time on the clock here on a penalty, and we're playing 5-on-5, so maybe an explanation needs to be given.
Yes. And I wonder if it's just because they kept that major time on there as the other guy came out.
Yeah, I'm sure Randy Christ is looking for an explanation right now. I can see him on the boards over there as to why the time's on the clock still.
Runs out, gets it, tries to get it back up to him. 6-5 left on the shot clock. Nice pass, runs across, takes a shot. Nice scoop up by 10. Tries to throw it at the net to beat the shot clock, ends up throwing it off the back wall.
If you got an equipment issue on a goalie, maybe?
Yeah, I think string on the stick came off. All right, and now you see him come out. So I think the confusion was because they just left the time on the clock, even though the major had the 2 goals that expired. The 3-second guy came out, and I believe the scorekeepers just forgot to drop off the 5 minutes, and it was how they were keeping track of him staying in. Because, like you said, with the 2 goals, it brought the major penalty out. Then the minor happens. He comes out in 3 seconds afterwards, and there was just some confusion from some of the fans and some of the coaches, and then I think they kind of figured it out.
Yeah, usually when you see that, the time will be off the clock if the player needs a whistle to be released from the box, or a dead ball.
It's
as
usually
they would
erased
call it,
off the.
then the time would not be as time served, because then you would have 6-on-5. So with the
Right.
time being on the clock, it was confusing to everybody. So I don't know. It's just something we're gonna just forget about and move on.
Love it. And here we go. So is this Rio Johnson here, number 7?
Yes, he played with the Syracuse
Yep.
Spark this past winter.
I remember you telling me about him when he was playing for the Spark. I could not believe how old he was.
Yeah, he did a great job this year. He's one of the younger guys in the team, and one of the smallest guys. But he did a great job this year. For us, and helped us. Big part of us winning the championship.
Oh, nice play there. Oh, wow. That was a nice no look, and then all the way down. Beautiful ball movement.
As you can see here, Trevor Hill gets low. Gets underneath his defender. And John trying to kind of looks him off. Looks like he's going to shoot. Passes Trevor. Goes underneath his defender and just reaches across again. That's the third or fourth time we've seen Onondaga reach around the goalie and bounce it by his far foot. So, that's they found a spot on these goalies. Must be the scouting report on them.
Yeah. Like you said, they've definitely found something that works pretty well for them.
Got a break here.
Nice save.
Good attempt there from Tuscarora. Goalie tried baiting him on the far side. He almost beat him there. Good look.
Oh, my goodness. All alone on the doorstep.
John Pierce on a goal there. What you don't catch on the replay is John Pierce cutting down the middle hard, looking for the ball, and getting to the middle of the floor. And then once the ball comes from the lefty side to the righties, the defense kind of follows the ball and lose their man. And John found himself wide open, with a great finish.
Absolutely. You see the best offensive players never stop moving their feet up there. Doesn't matter if they have the ball or not.
No, that's a great point because your best players work best off ball, and that's the name of this game.
Oh, they get the reset. Nice scoop up out front by Kogan.
Oh.
Wow, what a save.
Good save, goalie.
My goodness. Coming in cold, this guy has been phenomenal so far.
That was a great save. Good read on the play.
Yeah.
Goalies have that sixth sense, and they don't have to see that guy in the backside, but they know he's there, and they can read the shooter's eyes as well.
Yeah, 100%. And we've got a hold. He tells him, let's go.
Oh, perfect. My nephew, Tanner Buckdude, to the rescue. Got a round of water for the boys. Thank you, Tanner.
Oh, I thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, huge shout out. That is one thing. Everybody up here is always so helpful and friendly. I absolutely love coming up here. Onondaga's been super gracious to us. They've been absolutely amazing hosts. And same with Tuscarora here. Tuscarora works it around the top. Near side. Down low. Steps in, starts to draw the D. They get sliding. Steps in X. Kind of looks like he's going to pass and then fires the shot. And then, wow, what an outlet pass. A nice save by the goalie.
That was a great pass. He just had to put his stick out with the sandlot and dropped it right in there.
Yeah, beautiful. Hit him right in stride.
Just take off running. Put your stick out. I'll find you, right?
Yeah. Oh, nice glove save.
Tuscarora's having a tough time trying to figure this goalie out. They've never seen Linden before, and
yeah, they've been throwing a lot at him, and he beat him that time.
And there they go. So as you can see there, right, and, immediately as we say that, as the ball's swinging, if he goes to the far side, if you watch the goalie, right, you want him to step out, and as soon as you get him to commit to you, maybe he'll take one step towards you, then you swing it, and his leg has to open up, and that's and the goalie found a spot there. I mean, the shooter found a spot. So good movement there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sharing those little
Which
intricacies with us because it's those little nuanced things.
Yeah, and Tuscarora wasn't getting that early on, and they kind of, I think they regrouped, and Coach Randy Chrysler kind of, understood that and seen that and understand what they need to do to, get their better chances on this goalie rather than shooting, head on.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is now 3-8. See, so we've still got the penalty time on the clock, but we are back to even strength, and the goalie's tying up his stick real quick, and then we will be back underway. And he's good to go. That's what it was. It was a hole in the stick.
That's right. Happens. 8-3 here.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice goal.
Rio. Wow, and you talk about patience in front.
As you see Rio here, he drops the head of his stick low and goalie follows it, right? Probably he's like low, and then Rio knew what he was doing all day. As soon as he dropped
Oh, yeah.
on and he knew he had him beat. Nice move, good play
And
on
that
Doug.
happened so fast. Yeah, and exactly like the play before where you see Rio's moving without the ball and gets down into position. Defenseman's paying attention to the ball, catches him ball watching, and he's all alone down in the back door.
And he learned a lesson. He didn't go in the crease. He didn't jump into the crease. He jumped up rather than towards the goalie.
Yes.
So, I think that 5-minute penalty, I think he learned something, so that's good.
Absolutely. And they work it around up top. Rips a shot. Goalie makes the save. Rebound picked up front by Tusky.
Good save.
No goal he calls because of the crease dive.
Heck of a play. Athletic. But, I
Yeah.
mean, if you're playing NL rules and, a lot of these tournament rules, then, though that's a goal all day, but not in the FNLA.
And like you said, that's more to protect the goalie, stops guys from going through it.
Yeah.
Oh, quick pass and a shot. Now you see they're trying that same thing, getting him stepping, trying for that 5-hole. He's flying through. Rio hits him on the back door. Wow, Arrow Booth, nice save. Rips it, and he beats him from way out. Arrow Booth. But yeah, they work the ball up top.
Little patient here, nice pick from Trevor. Kind of gets two guys caught up and uses his man for a screen. We've seen that earlier in the midget game, but seen a player do that, and it's hard for the goalie to pick up the ball there when the defense is running out towards him, and the shooter can just shoot around him. So the goalie's got an even tougher chance than it is, not seeing the release point.
Yeah, and there was a delayed hold, gets wiped out. But yeah, like you said, and then the one thing that I noticed when I first started watching a lot of the guys that play Can-Am in the First Nations League is that where their body is positioned, where the goalie might necessarily set up, is not always where that ball is coming from. Essentially, the stick has eyes, I was told, and they reach around and put it wherever.
That's right. The stick does have eyes, and just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's there. And and young shooters, so it's good to learn that early on. Just because you can't see that corner does not mean that it's there. So it's good advice, and that's a good thing to know. Interference white. They're still calling that pretty tight. I mean, that wasn't too bad, but the referees are going to call what they're going to call.
Absolutely, very consistent, and what a move there. All alone again. Not much you could expect the goalie to do about that. He kind of stranded down there. But wow, this Onondaga team moves up the floor so fast. It is so hard to
That's what
video
the
these
game's.
guys
I mean, that's what
sometimes.
the game's about is transition. You cut through the middle. D guy thinks he has help low on the bottom side, and if you look, his help was up high already. So, good job in Brett Bucktooth Jr. to find an open area on the floor.
Absolutely. And then the patience to not just fire it right at the goalie's chest.
Exactly. Find your spot and shoot where it's been working.
If the bouncer goes up, hits the rafters, and we got the ball bouncing all the way down. Just gonna make sure the ref
So
gets
for
it.
new viewers, and if you see the ball bounce off of the goalie and up and out of play, then the offensive team will retain possession. But if it doesn't hit anything and bounces up out of play, then it's going the other way. So anyone new to the game and wondering why things happen like that, just trying to give a little insight.
Yeah, absolutely. And is it the same if it goes off a defenseman? Correct. It'll go to the other if they tip it.
Yes. Yes, that's correct.
Oh, clip that one. Nice sportsmanship though. You see, he stands him up. Oh, click that replay, bud. Let's take a look at that. So I think he just said it's going to be a 4-minute penalty. But it's one of those things. He's moving faster than he thinks. Goes out, sets the screen. Beautiful give and go. And the slide comes over. And yeah, that's in the back. You're going to have
Yeah,
that.
that's an easy call. You see anybody's numbers, you hit the brakes. Otherwise you're going to be in the box for 4 minutes, maybe even 5.
Yeah, absolutely. They are definitely quick to call that with the 4 minutes. Player safety, a huge thing. It's the same with, like you said, with the goalie rules. That's why they don't allow diving through the crease. That's why they do the double minors to really try to discourage that kind of play.
Just like hockey, right, Greg? You got to put the stop sign on the back of the jersey as kids, remember?
Absolutely. And they work it around out back. Oh, goalie holds that one into his armpit. Still has possession. Definitely got some. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Gets the ball out front.
That's a play I see Onondaga run, a couple times on their power play, and it generates a good shot.
Yeah, it's so tough to.
So credit to the coaches and having these guys prepared.
Absolutely. Nice cross feed. 6 left on the shot clock. Gets the reset. And 2-3 black with the slash.
Very stout. The slash, I didn't see it.
I did not either.
But, that's another thing, too, for off-ball purposes. If you're off-ball and you're slashing guys, the refs are going to make an easy call there.
Absolutely. The rest have definitely said they're going away from that. We're going to take a quick water break. Let's get a quick word from our sponsors. Absolutely, you could get a laser of an outside shot. We'd really like to thank Gale's Goods and Gas for making this stream happen. If you need snacks, drinks, diesel, gas for prices that are out of this world, check out Gale's Goods and Gas. And if you're looking for some authentic native crafts, they have them as well. Stop in and check them out. We would like to thank Hank Smoke Shop and Gas Stop for making the stream happen. If you're in the Lewiston area, check them out. Stop down to the Tuscarora Nation. See what they've got. They definitely have some great prices. Huge shout out this week goes to the Ram High Club. If you are anywhere in the Buffalo or Niagara area, check out the Tuscarora Nation and stop at the Ram High Club with the best selection of tinctures, concentrates, edibles, and flour at the best prices you will find anywhere. All right, so we're going to have some 4-on-4 lacrosse. It's looking like we got 2:07 left in the other one. Oh, he unplugged his headphone again.
Am I back?
There we go. Now you're back. I just heard, heard you click back in all of a sudden.
I'll figure this thing out one of these days, Greg.
And by then, hopefully, we'll have wireless ones, so it won't matter.
Oh, there we go. I'll have it figured out when the season's over. That's how it usually works.
Yeah. Nice move by Tusky. Beats his man. Nice little flip outside. Not able to connect. Would have been nice. I love this 4-on-4 lacrosse. I think that's how they should just play from now on.
A lot of floor. So it's good. It's good to see the creativity and the two-man game here.
Oh, goes through the crease. Pass gets deflected away, and the goalie's able to make the save. Seen a few of them today go in different games.
Tuscarora's goalie's having a bit of a tough time with his outlet passes, and I think Onondaga is picking up on it and kind of locking off their players, making their goalie make the long pass.
Absolutely. And here we go on a breakaway. Big save. And he goes through the crease, picks up the rebound. Yeah, that is such a big deal, though, is yes, being a goalie and making the saves is huge. But if you turn the ball over every time you try on the outlet pass, that's a struggle. Nice adjustment.
Good stick.
And Onondaga coming down the floor. Oh, my goodness. Gonna have to look at that one again. That took a funky bounce.
I think we got some spin on that ball, no?
Yeah, it did. That ball was cranking. Passes it over. See the shot, and I think it actually bounces in front of the crease and then spins back. Either way, we got a goal. Like you said, throw it on net, good things will
Yeah.
happen.
Goalie makes the initial save, and we've seen that happen earlier as well too. Hits the goalie's pads and generates spin, hits his floor and takes off.
Tries for the quick stick, not able to connect. He goes through the crease, and we're going to give the ball to Tuscarora. So if you go through the crease as an offensive player, you're not allowed to be the next person on your team that touches the ball for anybody new to box lacrosse. Nice save. Nice behind the back flip and a nice save.
See Onondaga here, they're kind of.
Oh my goodness, I hope I caught that on the camera. Oh, and another save. All
Nice
alone out
pass.
front,
Oh,
and
sticks and lane.
they have knocked down quite a few passes and shots today.
Yeah, Onondaga's keeping their sticks in the passing lanes and the shooting lanes here pretty well. That can be
Yeah, they've
frustrating
been
as
able
an
to knock
offensive player, and you shoot and hitting the defender's stick. So
Yeah, hard enough to get by them, and then when they're catching it on top of it. Rips the shot. That goes off of somebody out front. Shot clock expires. Onondaga coming up onto the offensive side of the floor.
full reset here.
Nice give and go. It's so hard from anything that comes from behind the net to try to catch as a goalie.
Looks
See,
like
they
a
get it
set
behind
play
the
here.
net. Yeah.
Chase Cogan
Can
puts
we
the
look at
ball
that one
behind
more
Nelson
time, Jay?
Jones, and Nelson looks around. You'll see here, and where are we? Keep your eye on Arrow Booth on the top here. He passes over, and as he swings the ball behind, the defense looks behind and then gives Arrow a lane to cut. The defense isn't even watching. The goalie has a tough slide, so great play.
Absolutely. Great play and a great job by Jumpin' Jared getting us that replay. Thanks, buddy. And now we've got a look. And Rio Johnson back down on the near side. Defense slides down. You just hear him hitting the concrete, though. That can't feel good. Nice shot. Nice save by the Onondaga goalie.
.25 seconds left. Oh,
Yeah, eyes got a little big on that one.
yeah.
We're going to the cross. About 5 seconds left.
That's cut.
Oh my goodness. With 1.3 left. Wow.
Good patience here by Arrow. You know, he knows the time's running down, but he's not just going to grab it and throw it at the net. He picks his head up, you know, and he looks and sees the floor, sees the guy cutting. Great look. Nice finish.
Beautiful play. The ball movement is so hard as a goalie, you're sliding back and forth, and that's the end of the second period. So we go 4-12, heading into the third period. We'll have a 10-minute break, and we will be right back. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching at 13-4. I'm sorry, 13-4. Thank you, Utica Yeti, and keeping us on tap. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. We are live again on Lacrosse TV, and we've been live on the YouTube. We are here as your Tuscarora Tomahawks try to take on the Onondaga Redhawks, and here comes the Redhawks onto the floor. 14-4 going into the third period. They play 3 periods. We do 10-minute breaks in between. And here comes your Tuscarora Tomahawks. And there's James Ricard, GM of the senior team. Huge thank you to him for getting us out here. Walker with the goalie. We're about 28 seconds to go, and then we will be back under action. Super exciting. This is the Junior B League. They play in the First Nations League. The winner of this First Nations League will go on to the Founders Cup, which is where all the best Junior B teams throughout the entire country of Canada will go in competition for the championship. There's leagues all throughout. Most of these guys have played from a very young age. It's a super amazing, very fast paced. Now, one thing that is difference between mainly like the rest of the United States and as far as Canada and on the Indian nations is that the Native nations and the Canadians start playing box lacrosse at a very young age. It starts at like 3, and you can see how fluid everybody is with the stick, and they're used to moving in and out fast. And it definitely doesn't go unnoticed. They hit these little tiny passing windows, and we're about set to get underway here with the third period. And we have Coach Ron Cogan with us, again, from your PBLA Spark, and also from Onondaga. Played there all growing up.
Onondaga has a new goalie in, Kobe Gibson. Linden Hill has the rest of the night off, I believe.
Yes. Nice. Oh, I thought it was a save. It was not. It's a goal. Wow. Come sliding over. You see they get the goalie moving side to side. They move him back over there. He slides across. He knocks the net off its moorings a little bit. Not sure if that's how it got in or not, but Onondaga starts off where they left off. Kobe Gibson, he played in the PBLA as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he played with the Binghamton Bombers,
Bombers.
if I'm not
Yes.
corrected. But yeah, no, once again, the goalie had a good read on that shot. You know, and I think he had the initial save, and then it rolled in over his shoulder.
And that's why you see so often where these goalies try to just lock down and not move because they're afraid that's going to happen. Nice move by Kogan, but a nice save. The goalie gets his shoulder up to make the stop. Kind of baited him into there, leaving that top open, and then just flipped it up at the last second.
Yeah, a lot of goalies they'll try that tactic where they'll leave you that corner and kind of, leave it out there. See if you take the bait, per se, and then just jump there and beat you there, waiting for you to shoot.
So much of this is that
A lot of mind.
anticipation of the mind game.
Yeah, exactly. Good pressure on Onondaga. Making Tuscarora earn everything here.
And he gets back down.
The score is reflecting 14-4, right? But as you can see, these boys are going to play right to the end here, and and that's the way you play this game. You give it everything you got for the full 60 minutes. You create good habits.
Oh, boy. Arrow Booth from out deep.
The goalie wasn't expecting that shot there. Goalie wasn't set. He didn't know where the ball was. Yeah, I think he
you see, he
the
just
ball was
kind
out on the left side and picked it up last minute. By then it was too late. Way to recognize there,
yes.
Booth.
Yeah, smart move on his part. Realize he's got the goalie by a half a step, and really that's what it takes. And we were just talking about the mental games, and that's where you get that half a step is the anticipation, seeing things, knowing the setting. And we're going to have a breakaway for Onondaga.
Nice save.
Nice save, and just like that, Tuscarora is back into the offensive side of the floor. We've got a delayed penalty.
We got a couple slashes here.
Yes. And he gets 4 minutes.
And they teach you, Greg, when you're coming up to, play defense with your feet, not with your stick. You don't want to come in and just slash guys because, they're just going to run through that. So, just lesson learned. Move your feet, get in front of the guy, and cross check. That's all. Keep it simple, right?
Absolutely. Body's a lot stronger than your arms reaching out on that stick. Save, and Gibson realizes he's got it somewhere. Oh, he stepped on it. Flip that one. My goodness. He's got time, steps in, rips the shot. I believe that went off at 49. Loose ball picked up in the corner by Onondaga. It's out to Johnson.
They gave him a reset. Or
maybe we call it moving. Off Gibson, and defense does a good job picking up the loose ball. Not able to connect on that one, but they pick up the loose ball. 2-1, shot clock expires. But wow, the pressure.
Pressure again.
Pressure is everything. Turns you into diamonds or dust.
I see the coaching staff in Onondaga is really, they're using this game. They're up 14-4, and also they're also getting some use out of this. It's not all for nothing. They're not giving up, but they're also working on how they can pressure the ball and just keeping our offense, sharp and fresh and engaged. So, like we said earlier, keep working for that full 60 minutes, no matter what the score is.
Absolutely, and that's why I think I like watching this junior so much. There's so much pride in these young men that are still playing as they're getting older. Got a minute left on the penalty. Throws it across, hits his man, and we get a little too much in the middle, and we're going the other way.
Tuscarora has numbers here if they go. They have the power play, but sometimes, pushing a 3-on-2 might be a better look.
Oh!
Hey, it worked out for him in the end, though. Nice cut down the middle.
Worked out pretty good on that one. It was. And that's all that off-ball movement that we've talked so much about throughout here. See, they're working it around. He gets in.
That was a nice play. Good look. Nice cut.
It was. You can see 25 was not happy with himself for not picking up the man as he came through, but sometimes that happens. And like you said, we learn. Get back out there. Try some more. 25 seconds left.
Back to 5-on-5.
Oh, I was going to say, so that was the second one. Goalie gets his arm on it. Nice move and a nice save, Kobe Gibson. But we've got a slash on 66, I believe. And
you get to play on there, Greg. To get a shot on net, but still, you're able to get the reset. But I don't know why the ref blew that dead on the shot. It used to be like that, but now they let him play on until there's possession.
throws it up top, working it around. Back up top, rips the shot. Gibson, hip height, pretty nice shot. Gibson able to get enough of it and pinches his arm in there, doesn't let it go through. Drive it across, hits his man up top, fires the shot. Goalie's able to make the save, gathers up the rebound on his stick. A little high on the pass. Oh, tries to fire it down. Nice little bounce pass up.
2-on-1.
It's a 2-on-1. He hits him out. Oh! And the ref called that one.
Good hustle play. That's just a good hustle play. Tuscarora gets frustrated and takes the penalty. Probably a little upset. You miss drop a ball on the 2-on-1, and that leads to frustration. So pushing from behind, checking from behind, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, guys start to get frustrated. It goes back to not moving your feet, and they just missed that pass. He gets a little upset, but we now will be 4-on-4. for 48 seconds.
Seeing a 4-on-4
Yeah,
here,
Boost
Greg, you
scoops
kind of, also you like to go. Oh,
Whoa.
nice play.
Laser of a pass that hits him on the back door. Yeah, like you were saying
In a
before, you
4-on-4,
really spread out in the four.
Yeah. You
On the
want to
4-on-4.
do exactly what Arrow did here. That's what I was trying to say. In a 4-on-4, you want to do exactly what Arrow just did. Great look on the backside. You can see the defender has had his back turned to the ball carrier, so he didn't know the pass was coming. So it's good to all you defenders out there. You got to be able to see the ball, and you need to be able to see your man, which means opening up your hips. So just a little tip out there to all you defenders.
Yeah, that's a big thing they talk about a lot. And that's something I at least understand as a hockey player. I play defense, but that like 60-40 move where, most of your attention has to be on the ball because you have to be able to slide, but you can't ever lose track of your man because that's the kind of stuff that happens. It's a tough, it's a lot easier said than done when you're sitting up here, but yeah, no, the perfect off-ball movement. They get it. And 25 seconds left at 4-on-4. We get ready for the face-off.
But that's the luxury. That's the luxury of doing what you're doing here, Greg. Because now, all these players can go back and learn from mistakes. And that's what game film is all about. So,
Absolutely.
allowing these players to get better as well. Onondaga's going to go on a power here.
And Onondaga's on the power play. Oh! Nice scoop up, nice slide, but he ends up beating him. A little behind the back flip. Not able to hold it, but he picks it up front. Oh! Same thing. The goalie made the initial save. It kind of bounced around and then snuck in there.
Yeah, Gabe was celebrating like he knew it was in already, but I didn't never seen the net move, but they hit a better vantage point than us for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it bounced off, and I think, yeah.
He stared it down, watched made it going in net.
Willed it into the net. The Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah.
Is that something you guys teach in Onondaga, the force, and you just get the ball to roll?
I can't tell you that information, Greg. But the force is strong in that one.
Love it. So we picked up another minor there. Picked up a 2-minute minor. All I see is the hand down, telling the ref to hold up, trying to get the clock straightened out, I believe.
5-on-3.
I was gonna say should be
2
5-on-3,
penalties on the
right?
board, but they have, yeah. So hopefully we can get this figured out. I don't understand.
Are they having issues running the clock, so they just dropped the major down to 2, and they're running the bottom time? I wonder.
Because I think it was a double minor, so, and it was scored under the last 2, so maybe they're not taking the last penalty off. They're just keeping the one on.
Right.
Maybe they're just having a tough time erasing them.
Yeah. That would make sense with what happened earlier, too.
Yeah.
And now we see Onondaga working the ball around in the offensive zone again. What a pass on the back door. And I tell you, Onondaga's making it tough for me to zoom in and get the highlights. They're staying so spread out on there and just moving the ball around. Beautiful cross pass, and then all the way back to the other side. There's not much you can expect the goalie to do. The defense is sliding around. Great ball movement by Onondaga.
Yeah, and it comes from years and years of playing together. they know where these guys are where each other are going to be before the ball even gets there. So it pays to play and with each other in organization and as a group for years and years. So and you get these results.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely can't argue with the results, seeing everybody play together for years and years. And that was a big part of what happened with Rochester at the beginning of this year. Is most of their guys played together in the MSL over the summer. And then they started off on fire and weren't quite able to maintain it. But like you said, chemistry is something that can't be bought
Yeah,
or paid for. It's got to be earned.
exactly. Back to 5-on-5.
Takes a shot. Goalie gets it off the shoulder. Looking for an outlet. Finds his man down low. Gibson keeps that stick planted in the 5-hole.
Great save. Colby's looked great. Both goalies from Onondaga had a great game so far.
As the shot clock's expired, I was like, why did he just launch it down? I wasn't paying attention to the shot clock, and then you see the shot clock expire, so he says, I'm going to make him run 200 feet. Going through the crease, we're going to give the ball to Tuscarora. It's his man in the long pass. Nice bounce pass across the crease. He's not able to hold on to it, though, unfortunately. And we're going the other way.
That was a tough pass to handle there. Running full speed, having a pass coming to a bounce pass on you on the wrong side of the floor from.
Yeah, off of
Especially on
concrete,
concrete.
a little bit of spin one way or the other. It's going fast. And
I don't know what happened here. Goalie water, maybe.
yeah. Took me a little bit to figure out the goalie water timeout. I thought maybe they heard we were streaming on Lacrosse TV. They were trying to give us a TV timeout. I told the guys it's okay, we don't need it, but they were like, we're gonna stick with what we do here and give the goalies a little break. It's very hot in the summertime.
Exactly. We haven't even reached the peak summer yet. So, I mean.
I know. A couple of these rinks, I got to worry about the computer melting down. I've seen.
For sure.
I know that Oswego one.
Coming with bringing a fan with you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, I bought a couple extra ones for the tower when we started doing this, so they're crammed in there to help cool it. But we haven't quite tested it yet. We've been running well. Really, the only rink I've been to that I think it's going to be a problem was we covered a game at Oswego last year where our cell phones overheated. And yeah, we were streaming it on our phones. We had to take the cases off. We're standing in front of fans. They were still overheating. That was and it wasn't a great game for the Yetis, so I don't think they were too disappointed that we didn't get the best footage in the world. But I tell you, that Oswego team's got a bunch of young guys, and they're looking really good.
Were they surprised when you guys are broadcasting the game with your shirts off?
I think with us, they don't expect too much, so it's not really a big deal, but and he scripts it down front. Definitely depends on which crew we show up with, too. Nice defense, knocks the ball down, and he gives a little push in the back, and we're going to give him the ball. Driving down in. And loose ball is picked up by Onondaga on the backside. Steps in, hits his man on the defensive slide, but we get a little more, and he's taking him to the bench. He tells him, let's go. Ref's doing a good job making sure the game stays. And he's now selling one more. That's awesome. I've never seen the ref do that. Where are you going? Sends him back on his way. Could have a little sportsmanlike, I think, on Johnson. I'm guessing he said something a little colorful because I didn't see him do anything. The PG-13 crew, yes. Yes, we try to have two different crews. Oh, they're sending Rio. They're sending Rio out to the locker room. Just seen him walk by. Must not have been good.
No, he said something he wasn't supposed to.
Used colorful. He was not part of the PG-13 crew. He's like when we show up with that special Yeti crew after a few drinks. I don't know. Jared got a pretty good education at one of the Yeti games last year, didn't you, buddy? All right, so they got to send somebody over to serve the other. Arrow Booth comes over. Oh, door's open. Ref's going to shut it. This guy's definitely got a workout in.
So more than likely they give Rio a 2 and 10. Guide service 2 minutes, and they give him a 10-minute misconduct in the game. So
with 5.
They don't
now, do
wanna
they
see
make
anything-
like
they
with
don't
this
wanna
much
see
time
anything
left?
gets out
Will
of hand,
they? Will they take and like with the 10-minute misconduct? I know in some leagues, if you get it this close to the end, they will make guys sit out the next game. Is that something they do here? Or probably it's got to be
It
real
will carry
egregious.
over. Yeah, the 10-minute misconducts, but if it's let's say a 5-minute major under the last 10 minutes, right? Then that could very well lead to something where you're sitting out the next game. So
wow, what great ball movement and a beautiful finish there. Yes, we were talking about that. Thanks for explaining it to me. But you see, Tuscarora's moving the ball around well. Everybody goes over. He sees them all alone on the backside. Kobe tries sliding over, and he can't get back to the next one. That's just great east to west ball movement. You really can't draw it up any better than that. 5-on-3. Yeah, so they're kicking the first guy. Kicking one out, so now it's going to be 5-on-4.
I think we had about 35 seconds run off the clock there. I don't know why they didn't stop the clock. But here we go.
A little too much in the middle. We're going to give the ball to Tusky, and here we go.
Well, he's been consistent, right? So he hasn't letting the boys, setting them hard picks off ball. So, I mean, they know what he's going to call.
The scorer working around. He gets a screen. Nice shot. Kobe gets it. Threads it through his legs with that. Knows it. Spins around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Onondaga loves that 200-foot pass. And he saves it from going out of bounds.
Called over and back, which is all right.
I've yet to figure out how the over and back
here.
works. It is. Arrow comes out quietly, sneaking around the top, and they tell him just to wait down below.
Oh.
And 10 soaked that one off his toes. I didn't even think he realized it. Shoots it on Gibson. And again, you see that one almost trickle through. Another move. Oh, tries to thread the needle across. It's knocked down, but then it's picked up by Onondaga. Oh, and he shoots it underhand.
Nice kind of double swim move there and dropped the head of his stick, snuck it short side, I believe. Good individual
Hey,
play there
rewind that.
by Gabe Edwards.
Perfect. We'll get another look. We got the overlay, so we can leave it so we look through here. Yeah, beautiful. I mean, they knocked it down. They
Swim
thought
move
they
one,
had it.
another one. It's a great play. Bruce Benedict getting the work down there. Nice ground ball.
Behind the back all the way up top. Rips it back over to the far side. Pass up top. Arrow boost. Winds up, shoots, and the goalie slides over, gets his shoulder on it. Nice save. Nice save, Gibson, but the rebound comes around. And another save, Gibson.
Yeah, Kobe's played, pretty good third period. Looks sharp.
Yeah, and like I said, it always blows my mind that these guys can come in cold and just jump on it. But like you said, years and years of practice and just doing it. Shot save, and the goalie scoops up that loose ball. Throws rebound. Oh, hits him with a beautiful pass. Great defense hustling down.
Almost kicked his stick in the net. That would have been a new one.
Yeah. Working it around, and we hit our final minute in the third period. I love it. The ref just says, all right, guys, cut it out. Let's go.
Yeah, under a minute here.
White ball. Down into the corner. Looking for a cutter as he cycles up top.
And that's going to do it.
High stick. Yeah, and that wraps up the third period with the last call. Yes, definitely a Sports Center top 10 goal. As soon as me and Jumpin' Jared get home, well, it won't be till Monday now because we might be recording the Tonawanda game. But that honestly all depends on if it's going to rain. Because if it's going to rain, we will not be outside with the equipment. It's way too expensive for that. Unless they've got some kind of covered setup, but we'll be checking it out. Thanks so much for coming up, Ron. This was another great game. I mean, obviously not the ending Tuscarora wanted. They've got some good things from the game, but a lot that they need to work on. And a great effort by Onondaga. Great goalie play. Offense moved the ball around great. Defense played good. It was, there's obviously stuff to work on. It's early in the season, but.
Yeah. Thanks for having me again, Greg. This was a lot of fun. And, as far as the game goes, I think goaltending, was key for Onondaga. Linden Hill played a great game, great start. Tuscarora could not solve them early on. And Onondaga, just plain and simple, it just looked sharp, from the opening whistle to the end of the game. They played a complete game. Offense to defense, right to the goaltending. So, they're looking solid. And best of luck to Tuscarora and Onondaga the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. And we will see everybody else next week with our next Can-Am Live.